Senator James Orengo atusalimia. Thank you very much. I shall say the party leader of the People's Party. And my brothers who are in the political class, particularly Senior Council of Congo Wigeni and the Member of Parliament for Ndindi. We have been working together. We have been working together in Linda Mwananchi. I must say, if I had a choice, I'd have asked Mheshimiwa Nyoro to keep on talking. Keep on talking because of many politicians that I've known in this country, and I know pretty many politicians in this country who are living and those who have passed on, because I've had the privilege of being in most of the parliaments and served with great Kenyan statesmen. And I consider my brother and my younger brother or son, Ndindi Nyoro, to be one of the greatest political minds we have in the country together. Why am I saying this? Sometimes it's easier to talk about what is wrong, but it is more difficult to talk about how to fix it. And I have followed Mheshimiwa Ndindi Nyoro in his political life, because most of the time when I listen to his story and what he has to say is about fixing Kenya, unlike many other politicians. And most of his speeches are not made for funerals, speeches who are made for great events like today. I want to remind you that when ideas are right, then it doesn't matter where the idea is coming from or the age of that person who is bringing those big ideas. In late 19th, I think 18th century, there was a young man called Pitt the Younger. He became a British Prime Minister when he was 23 years old. And most that you see how the British government is run began in the years of Pitt the Younger. And I believe that Honorable Ndindi Nyoro, if he is in the right position, right at the center of this nation's governance, will get a lot of things right. And I look forward to working with you. We have been working before, but now as leader of a political party and me as a party leader of Linda Mwananchi, our work begins now, and I think we are going to sit together. But he has talked about many of the crucial things that are facing our nation. I agree with you on the question of the power deficit. There's a nation to the northern part of Kenya, Ethiopia. Ethiopia is moving a lot faster in manufacturing and even expanding the economy because the power generation is much higher than Kenya. You imagine in Kenya, if you had an electric train and you took a train from Mombasa, the most likely thing is that by the time you get to Voi, there'll be a power cutout and you'll be out there in the wilderness. So I agree with you with a lot of the things that you say. But I believe that Kenya needs a proper foundation, and that foundation is already been laid in the Kenyan Constitution. If you have a leadership that is prepared to abide by the Kenyan Constitution, particularly Article 19, which says, at the center of Kenya's democratic system is a Bill of Rights. I think we can make Kenya a better place. And you would not have a Kenya as put by the party leader of People's Party, that you would have a leader giving the kind of money that I see being given out at State House every other day. Even if you are Elon Musk, you cannot be given that kind of money without being asked why you have gotten that money. I think Kenyans, we are in a position now without fear to ask President Ruto where he is getting all this money. It is your money. It's not his money. It is our money. And that is why when we talk about state capture, sometimes we talk about cartels or companies owning a nation. But in Kenya, we have a situation where one man has captured the state and captured the country. Even Mobutu never did that. So we must have a sense of national outrage, because we may not, at this rate, have a nation called Kenya by the time we get to the year 2028. And solving the problem does not begin with elections. Solving the problem begins with making Kasongo's life very difficult now, not next year. Amaniaje? Tuko pamoja? And when you say one term, it's a single solution, it's a simple bullet. Now, finally, because you know there are other leaders to speak here. When you are electing a president, and I want to share this from the bottom of my heart, next time you go and elect a president, you are not electing a president for a region. You are not electing a president for a tribe. You are electing a president for the Republic of Kenya. Keep that in mind. And if you keep that in mind, Kenya will be in a better place than we ever have been. I think when we elected President Kibaki, I think the first time when we elected a president directly, that there was some thought about whom we were electing. I think is when we were electing President Kibaki as the President of the Republic of Kenya. We wanted somebody who can bring lasting and enduring solution to Kenya, not to a region in Kenya. So, the big business that we have moving forward, and as we work together as a opposition in trying to bring a solution, even us as political parties and political movements, we must remember that the next time we elect a president, he must be the president of the Republic of Kenya, so that ethnicity and tribalism does not become a constant problem in this country. I pray that together we can walk this journey and make Kenya a great nation for all of us, instead of having a nation that serves the whims and privileges and interests of one person. I can tell you that all what Mheshimiwa Ndindi Nyoro has talked about, and I look at the economy and the social pillars that he has talked about, it is doable. In the manufacturing sector, it's doable. When a great Frenchman went to England in the 18th century, he said England was a nation of shopkeepers. Within 80 years, England was the biggest manufacturing country and industrial country, the biggest in Europe. I think Kenya, if we can do all that Ndindi Nyoro has offered us, especially the solution that he has put on the table, Kenya can indeed become a manufacturing nation with an economy that is not made for a few. Like J.M. Kariku said, is an economy that had 7 millionaires and 7 poor Kenyans. Where it is possible to have a Kenya in which we can provide for everybody's need, and that can be done. So I pray, let's walk this journey together, and I know Mheshimiwa Ndindi Nyoro, we are going to work together. I can say that. Asanteni sana. It's a great evening, and you should keep on talking. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Senior Governor James Orengo. Sasa mtaniruhusu nitaita Senator wa Nyamira County